Hi, Matt Chinian here. I'm in front of my wet wall to talk about some paintings I did last week. We had snow the last couple of weeks of 2022, and I love snow. It changes everything. What was dark and dirty and ugly becomes white and reflective, and it has all sorts of different changes and all sorts of different colors come up. And everything else looks different too, the things that don't have the snow on it. So the first one is actually a still life with the snow outside here. So I kind of don't want to talk about that. But this one this is the Hoosic River and by the Buskirks Bridge. And I went by one day and the river had ice, broken up ice all over it in a random patterning. And I really love that. And the sun came down, it was coming down, it was hitting the ice and creating shadows, and it was really way cool. And what that did was it gave me an opportunity to create a pattern, a random pattern of natural abstraction is what I like to call them. And that amounted to the white of the snow, which is a warm white actually. And there's little bits of blue in there that's reflected, is a reflection off the sky. And then the majority of it is actually this kind of ochre color, which I brought out from where the ice showed its dirtiness or whatever. And that combination of colors created a really cool sort of vibrating mass of it's like a field of sorts. And that was really quite a bit of fun. And then that doesn't even say that there's a little snow on the other side of the shore, on the other side of the river. And it's blue in some places and kind of yellowy in others. And so this shows you how much snow and ice change color right in front of your eyes. Now this painting was done right after, and it's the maintenance yard down the street here, the village maintenance yard. And there's a tractor and a truck and various other things. And the snow kind of ended up inadvertently creating three different distinct whites. Well, they're very close together, but they're different. The light of the snow is kind of a bluish light. It's kind of cool. And then the large sort of wall and back is actually a tractor trailer. It was kind of warm, and it's kind of just a little bit yellowy. And then there's this box, this mysterious box that was just sitting there. And when I was composing the painting, when I was just trying to pick out a painting there, my first thought was that it's just too busy and it's going to be too confusing to understand. But the white of that box, it was really interesting the way it sort of interacted with the snow and that other tractor trailer. And then again, there's a bit of snow on the roof, the far roof way back up here. So that's quite a lot of different whites. And they all kind of talk to each other. They all relate to each other. And I really like that quite a bit. And so that tells you how much white can do in a painting. The last one, it doesn't have actually a lot of snow. This is a field right down on Dual Hollow. There's a bit of snow on I think they might have had corn or something that was cut. So there's a stubble of whatever, and it's kind of ochre color, kind of bright, but nonetheless ochre. And then the white is actually not cool. You'd think maybe I would follow my own talks about cool and warm, but they're different, and that makes a difference. It's just subtle difference. And then you compare that, that talks to the white on the roof of that barn right in back of the truck. And that is kind of cool. As I remember, it's not snow, it was a reflected light from the sky, and it's kind of cool and it's kind of blue. And it relates not only in its being white, but somewhat different, but the shape of the formal kind of thing. So those are ways in which snow and white in the landscape really take on a lot of very interesting possibilities. Well, thanks for joining me, and I'm going to have an open studio soon. I think on the 17th. So follow me and sign up for my newsletter, and you'll find out about all that stuff. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.